Hello there, I'm Drew, co-founder of EnglishAnyone.com, and this is a special sneak preview of a brand new video series we'll be releasing with the new membership website at the new EnglishAnyone.com. This new video series is all about learning the real words and phrases and pronunciation that native speakers use, so you'll actually be able to understand movies and conversations and have better conversations with real native speakers in real English. We're calling this series Speak Real English, and we're going to teach you how to sound like native speakers and how to understand what native English speakers are saying by going through lots of phrases, and we'll teach you a lot about pronunciation and what real words native English speakers are using. We get so many questions from students that ask, why don't I understand what native English speakers are saying? They can understand what I'm saying here, but they don't understand what real native speakers are saying in conversations. For one, English speakers, regular English speakers in regular conversations are speaking much faster than I'm speaking now. I'm speaking a little bit more slowly and more clearly so you can understand what I'm saying. But in a real conversation, it's going to be much faster. Also, you probably don't understand a lot of the words and a lot of the phrases and the pronunciation because you've been practicing with textbooks and you've been listening to listening practice CDs that feature actors that are not speaking real native English. So let's go over today a couple of phrases that will help you understand and start speaking more like native speakers. The first phrase, a very common expression in English, is how are you doing? How are you doing? You will see this in a textbook, how are you doing? And you will pronounce it normally as 4 different words. How are you doing? But let's listen carefully to how a native English speaker pronounces it naturally. Listen carefully. How you doing? How you doing? How ya doing? Remember that native English speakers are learning the whole phrase, how ya doing? And they learn to ask a question as one phrase, and the words blend together. How ya doing? How ya doing? Listen carefully also to doing. Doing becomes doin'. How you doing? How you doing? Our next phrase is, what are you doing today? What are you doing today? This is another very casual, very simple question that you will hear often, but in real English it sounds quite different. Listen carefully. What you doing today? What you doing today? In this example, we're saying, what are you doing today? But what are you doing becomes whatcha. Whatcha. Whatcha doing today? Whatcha doing today? What you doing today? What you doing today? The last thing I want to cover in this video is to like something. Most times in a textbook you will see I like pizza, I like baseball, I like pasta, but if you want to use more natural, more interesting English like a native speaker, instead of I like, we would say I'm a fan of something. Fan is short for the word fanatic. Fanatic means you really are passionate about something, you're really excited, and you like it very much. So instead of in textbook English, I would say, I like baseball. I would say, I'm a fan of baseball. I'm a fan of the Chicago White Sox. This is a baseball team from Chicago. Also, as the words change, so we don't say like, we say fan, the sounds of the letters in the words also blend together. I'm a fan of becomes I'm a fan. I'm a fan of. I'm a fan of baseball. 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 You can also say, I'm not a fan of something if you want to say you don't like it very much. So remember, I like is correct English, but to sound more native, I'm a fan of something. I'm a big fan of baseball. I'm not a fan of baseball. Well, I hope these have been excellent tips for you. We will be releasing a lot more of these kinds of pronunciation and phrase videos that you can practice with the brand new EnglishAnyone.com, and we look forward to welcoming you to the new membership site when we release it. Thank you again, and we will see you next time. Enjoy your pronunciation and get out there and start speaking real English. Bye-bye. For a free full month of our powerful Master English Conversation lessons, and to get fluent in English faster with our free newsletter and email video course for students, visit us at EnglishAnyone.com.